Welcome back. Nigeria's long-running conversation on creating state police has received another major endorsement from the nation's top police officer. Inspector General of Police, Tunji Disu, says the proposed state police system has the potential to reshape policing by making security more community-driven and intelligence-led. Speaking to the news agency of Nigeria in New York, Disu described the proposal as a significant step towards addressing the country's growing security challenges. According to him, policing becomes more effective when officers understand the communities they serve, know the local environment, and build trust with residents.
No reason to panic at all. The creation of state police does not mean the abolition of the Nigerian police force. We remain as the Nigerian police force. The objective of this reform is to strengthen Nigerians' overall policing architecture by creating additional policing structures that are closer to the communities they serve while maintaining a strong national policing institution capable of addressing interstate, national, and transnational security threats.
Disu argued that this close relationship between officers and citizens will improve the quality of intelligence available to security agencies while allowing faster responses to emerging threats. He said the proposal would effectively return Nigerians to an era when police officers were familiar faces within their communities and residents knew who was responsible for maintaining law and order in their neighborhoods. The police chief believes such familiarity will strengthen public confidence in law enforcement and encourage greater cooperation between citizens and security agencies. However, Disu also cautioned that establishing state police is not a process that can happen overnight. He acknowledged that Nigeria remains at what he described as the teething stage of the reform process. According to the Inspector General, the country must first conduct extensive consultations, invest in capacity building, and study experiences from countries where decentralized policing already exists. He said comparative studies would help Nigerians understand both the benefits and the challenges associated with state-controlled police forces. The goal, he explained, is to ensure that any future policing model is professionally managed, constitutionally sound, and capable of meeting Nigerians' unique security needs. Disu also emphasized that the proposed arrangement should strengthen cooperation rather than create rivalry between federal and state security institutions. Under the envisioned framework, federal and state police agencies would work together, sharing intelligence and coordinating operations against criminal activities. The proposal comes as Nigeria continues to face multiple security threats across different regions of the country. These include terrorism and insurgency in the northeast, banditry in parts of the northwest, kidnapping for ransom, communal conflicts, armed robbery, and increasing urban crime. Many security analysts have argued that Nigeria's highly centralized policing structure often struggles to respond quickly to local threats across a country of more than 200 million people. Supporters of state police believe locally recruited officers possess better knowledge of the terrain, languages, culture, and community dynamics. They argue that such familiarities can improve crime prevention, intelligence gathering, and public cooperation. Advocates also say governors who are constitutionally recognized as chief security officers of their states should have greater authority over policing within their jurisdiction. However, the proposal has also generated significant debates. Critics fear that state police could become vulnerable to political interference, especially during elections or periods of political tension. There are also concerns that state governments could use police forces against political opponents or suppress dissent if adequate safeguards are not established. Funding remains another major challenge. Several Nigerian states already struggle to meet salary obligations and finance basic public services. Questions therefore remain over whether all states would have the financial capacity to establish, train, equip, and sustain professional police organizations. Supporters of the proposal argue that this concern can be addressed through constitutional safeguards, independent oversight bodies, professional recruitment standards, and clearly defined operational responsibilities. At the center of the reform efforts is a proposed state police bill currently under consideration. The legislation seeks to move policing from Nigeria's exclusive legislative list to the concurrent legislative list under the Constitution. If approved, this constitutional change will allow state governments to establish, fund, and operate their own police services, while the Nigerian police force continues functioning as the country's federal law enforcement agency. The proposal would represent one of the most significant security reforms since Nigeria returned to democratic governance in 1999. The Inspector General stressed that, regardless of the eventual structure, professionalism, innovation, and collaboration must remain central to Nigeria's policing strategy. He reaffirmed the Nigerian police force's commitment to strengthening partnerships, embracing modern policing methods, and maintaining peace and national stability. The debate continues among lawmakers, state governments, security experts, and civil society groups. Any constitutional amendment will require broad political support before becoming law. Until then, Nigeria's policing system remains under federal control, while discussions over decentralizing security continue to shape one of the country's most closely watched governance reforms. Whether state police becomes a reality will ultimately depend on constitutional amendments, political consensus, and the creation of safeguards to prevent abuse. But with the Inspector General publicly backing the concept and emphasizing its potential to improve intelligence gathering and community trust, the debate over the future of policing in Nigeria is entering a new phase, one that could redefine how security is delivered across Africa's most populous nation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this report informative, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more news reports. I'm Chidera Isom. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next report.